LeBron cut, firearm tuck with these palms touch, all qualms crushed. Conduct, make your mom blush with a Le'Veon rush. Accidental killer who gone dumb, I'm the wrong clutch. Long stuff, niggas indigenous, name is Strong Puffs. King Kong nuts, I fly solo with Hans Luck. Nissan truck, she's Sean Gus with smacks in. You can't see the pic, but read the caption. Real nigga vibes, real nigga vibes, real recognize, real nigga vibes, real nigga vibes, real nigga vibes, real recognize, real nigga vibes, real nigga vibes, real nigga vibes, real recognize, real nigga vibes, real nigga vibes, real nigga vibes, real recognize, we are back again. Likely you this type. Fresh and mild. Episode, what's the episode?
3.
3.
Episode 3.
All right. So my mic is on now. Let me do that again. Fresh and mild. Episode 3.
We got new equipment, man.
Yeah. I had y'all mic on. My mic was on me. All right. So now we got that squared away. All right. So look, we got a beautiful show today. You know, I am your one half host, Joe Moff.
I go by the name of AP Fresh.
The legend. And we got some great people in the studio today. We got Miss Layla Capri. Yeah, okay. That was the introduction. Okay. My brothers, y'all introduce yourselves.
Hey, what's up, man? It's your boy Tay Chino.
Tay Chino.
What's
Yes,
good?
It's your man, Alan Neal. In the building, you know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Is that your government?
Oh, yeah, that's the first and middle name. So I just
Oh,
say
okay.
fuck,
I'm about to say, nigga, you ain't give a
fuck.
fuck. You you ain't doing nothing out here. You know you ain't doing nothing out here. That nigga said, look, I'm telling you my whole name, nigga.
Let nobody know.
How y'all doing, though? How y'all doing? Y'all doing good? Y'all doing all right?
Hey,
brother,
man.
another day.
Feel good in here, like a lot better than outside. So I'm
Fuck
Oh,
yeah.
fuck right, man.
You out
What?
that good old tundra, man. It's cold as shit.
Yeah.
Man, what? It's only gonna get worse, though, so just be ready, you know what I'm saying?
I'm glad it's cold, though, because I went to Popeyes and there wasn't nobody in there. You hear me?
Bruh.
I walked in and out of there today.
Hey, bruh.
Niggas don't do the cold.
Hey, bro.
Niggas don't do the cold. I walk right in, walk right out.
So jealous.
4 sandwiches.
Well, hey, hold up. Hey, see, I can see, you see you ain't looking over here, right?
I'm just
He ain't looking over here. Hey, my nigga. Hey, what we not gonna do here? We ain't give Popeyes no promotion over here, my nigga. We ain't doing that, all right? So you keep your Popeyes loving ass over there, all right? Don't be bringing that over here, all right?
Oh, man.
All right, so look, I want to ask you, I want to start off right off. I want to ask you a question, Layla. Is that cool?
Of course.
How does it feel being the queen of PG County?
You better stop. You better stop.
I just want to know, how does it feel? Does it feel great? Does it feel great?
It feels amazing.
There we go.
type of stuff make your vagina hard, and that don't even make sense.
Oh, whoa. That did make sense.
No, it don't.
I said the queen of PG County. Yeah. And,
Nah, her shit say
better
she
own it.
her shit say she international, so
oh, yeah.
fuck PG County,
my
nigga.
bad.
Yeah, I'm trying to fuck the whole world.
Yeah,
I
fuck
see, I
that.
see.
You trying to limit her shit.
My bad. No, I did
You
not.
know what I'm
I'm
saying?
not. I am not.
She's an international artist.
Yeah, you're right. My bad.
Talking
I
about PG.
respect.
But nah, why he asked you that? What part of PG? Are you from PG County?
Yeah, originally I grew up in Fort Washington. I stayed in Landover now. It seemed like as I got older, I just kind of like moved up the Beltway. So I went from like Fort Washington. Next thing you know, I was in like the Suitland area.
Wow.
And then next thing you know, I was in the real hood.
Now hold on, we're not gonna do that.
Stupid.
We're not gonna do that. Hold up. Cause I'm just thinking some shit out there. No, hold on, Layla. We not gonna do that. See, cause people get Fort Washington and Oxon Hill fucked up.
Do that?
Nah, honestly, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Cause
No. Okay,
Fort Washington is nice as fuck. But you can go right up the street and ain't that nice.
I was about to say you kind of got like, and then like the ratchets kind of be everywhere, and I can say that because I could be a ratchet sometimes, but yeah, especially like boarding in Oxon Hill. So that is, I worked in Oxon Hill a lot. Also, I actually went to Oxon Hill for one of the years that I went to high school and shit like that. But yeah, they do got it fucked up. I agree.
But Lando was fucked up. I just want to put that out there.
You say what?
Lando was fucked up.
Let's heard it here.
Don't do that.
Don't do that, bro.
Lando was the hood.
Valley Road, you know what you talking about?
But that's what's up, though. Hey, so you just came from China, didn't you?
Yeah, and I actually, I wish Alan could have made it with us. He was actually initially supposed to go, but my boy Tay Chino actually ended up going out there, and we, one thing we haven't really conveyed to people just yet is that we actually did a lot of legendary shit out there, and I mean that to every right, just because I was the first hip hop artist, period, female, male, any of that actually went to the China government to actually do an explanation to them of what hip hop is, just because China, they don't really fuck with hip hop. It's making its way over to China, and they're a communist country, like they see it as being rebellious and shit like that, so they try to like cut the ties with that, but they can't stop it because you got all the Chinese international students coming over here on visas and shit, getting exposed to it. That obviously Asian motherfuckers be the best dancers in the world. They be dancing all that shit.
I bet.
So like you know what I'm saying? They can't stop it. So I actually went there and I got a song called Smile and Wave that's a real positive song, and I actually introduced that to them just pretty much, and I pretty much told them like hip hop ain't just about the music and the violence or what they may see it as, but it's a culture because it's made out of different things. It's made out of dancing, it's made out of fashion, it's made out of the music, yes, but it's also made out of art as far as like the graffiti they used to do and shit like that. So that was one big thing that happened out there. And then we also, during one of our shows, it was with a live band, so we were actually able to introduce one of the venues out there to go-go music. And we even asked, when we hit the stage, we was like, do y'all know what go-go is? Ain't nobody in that bitch obviously know what go-go is. So it was a big thing for us to be able to actually take go-go overseas, especially to China, out of all places. That shit was dope.
That's that's fire right
The
there.
reception of it was like stupid dope. Like I'm going through the crowd. I got niggas chopping in the crowd.
Oh,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like I'm teaching motherfuckers how to chop and all that. Like this shit was dope, man.
That's what's up, man. How long was y'all out there?
Like 3 weeks?
3 weeks? That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So how was the audience was more interactive out there?
Most definitely.
Man, it's kind of one of them fucked up things that, you know what I'm saying, you got to build a fan base outside before. Yeah, and I don't want to, you know what I'm saying, say that that's like that is what it is, that's the formula. But in my experience, you know what I'm saying, I've gotten so much love, and a lot of my fan base grew from actually going to other places and stuff like that, just because the hometown fucked with me more when they saw that I was making moves like that.
You know
like
what? Yeah,
that was just a big part of like what helped my buzz grow, is like even the hometown just seeing me out and about.
So I was gonna ask her like to give advice for other artists who is trying to build their fan base, and it seems like that's the thing where you have to go outside. Like people here have to see you doing something first before they stand behind you.
We talk about that a lot.
We
though.
talk about that all the time, but I'm just curious of why China.
Yeah.
Like, cause most niggas, you can't get most niggas to go to North Carolina to go perform. So why China? Like,
honestly, the opportunity at the time had presented itself. One of my co-managers, Essence, has a lot of ties internationally. He actually books for a lot of international artists, and there was somebody, while he was sending out my shit to a lot of people, I guess, China was just one of them places that was like, yeah, we want her. So we just ended up like formulating, events and stuff kind of around that. And it was definitely worth it because they want us to come back. So we're supposed to be going back there next year. But I actually, surprisingly, just did a Filipino anthem song with a huge artist from the Philippines that's connected with like MTV Philippines and stuff like that. So that's actually getting ready to drop in the next coming month or so. And from that, they actually want to build a tour situation where we go from China to Philippines. And my bad, I know, I don't know if other people can see my face, how I just like kind of flinch like that, but flights to fucking Philippines from China are cheap as fuck. Like we were literally about to ditch China for a second just to take a day to like
Just
go
a
out to
day.
the Philippines because that shit was so cheap, and we should have done it. We ended up going to because the part of China we was at was not like Hong Kong and nothing like that, because Hong Kong, they're their own thing. That's why they're kind of going through the process that they're going through. But we ended up taking that day, and we just ended up going to Hong Kong instead, and actually wasn't able to get off at one of the train stops because the protest was happening at one of the train stops, and they ended up shutting it down. So the train just kept going past our exit. We're like, the fuck?
Oh, hell
like,
nah.
y'all just,
Hell nah.
like,
can't get lost in China.
Nah,
man.
nigga, you talking about freaking the fuck out.
You ain't getting off.
Nigga.
Stop, buddy.
that shit
Boy.
was kind of
And
crazy.
then your phone and all that shit, like
Oh,
regularly,
yeah.
that shit not gonna work
No,
over there.
sir.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
So,
sir. You got
Damn,
remote.
nigga.
man, all that shit is governed real tight. over
Yeah.
there.
Oh, I bet.
shit.
Yeah.
I'm definitely
Man.
going on the next trip.
Yeah, that's what's
Yeah,
up.
hell yeah, that's
Right.
like a life experience you just gotta get. You know what I'm saying?
And it's always good to experience other cultures too, because that shit genuinely, and to be honest, like even my business partner, Lady Red, said it. She was like, I would, do 6 months out China before I would do 6 months New York. Like it's just surprising, you know what I'm saying, when you experience different cultures, like how your perspective changes.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you that too. I was gonna ask you, coming back, how does your perspective, your outlook on like the crowds here like that. But you already said that you already feel like you had to, in your experience, you had to build a fan base outside before people home really start noticing you, right?
Mm-hmm,
Why you think it's like that though?
I don't know, yo. Just because, you know what I'm saying? First of all, being an artist is an oversaturated field, period.
Yes,
like
it is.
it's just becoming, you got people that are really meant to be doctors that are trying to pursue being an artist, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And
yeah.
with social media, it just makes it, you know, they're like we were just talking about it in the car, there's no real formula these days. It's like a shot in the dark, and you got random people making it on and stuff. So it's like, why not? Social media has made it so, you know, able for people to do that. But it never, like my outlook towards like the DMV has never been, you know, a negative one. Like, well, back then it used to be, but I was like, for the fuck, why? You know what I'm saying? Just because we were throwing events out here, like the event that you came to and everything like that, and, you know, people showed love. And so I don't have no bad taste. I think that DMV period has a lot of talent, you know what I'm saying? And
Definitely.
But one thing because I lived in Atlanta a couple years, one thing I did notice about the DMV versus Atlanta is Atlanta has a lot of people out there that can change your lives. Whereas DMV, you got people that are getting older and don't want to put the mic down, but it's like over everything that you learned over time and everything, you could really be investing that and go to the admin side. And that's why even for myself, you know what I'm saying, I haven't been putting out a lot of music. I've actually been a little bit in the background and stuff like that, learning about the business, learning about, you know what I'm saying, development and stuff like that, so that I can even grow as an artist myself, for one. But then also, there's a lot of money in being music admin that people just don't even realize because they want the fame. I'm like, fuck that, I want the money at this point, just to be honest. So, you know what I'm saying, I've been building the foundation to really whether my artistry makes it or fails or whatever, I feel like I'm gonna make it, yeah. But if it doesn't, God forbid, I got some shit to fall back on. That's something we was just talking about earlier. So
Well, I feel like you already made it in my eyes. You know what
you
I'm
better
saying?
stop.
No bullshit.
Stop it.
I'm telling real shit. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks, Mama.
Yeah, hey, nigga, you know already. You know I mean that shit. That's why I nigga laugh.
Let me tell you
I mean that
something,
shit,
man.
nigga.
He means it.
I mean that shit, nigga.
I
definitely
fuck with
appreciate
you.
that.
I think you're a dope artist, but
Thank you, man.
he
Same.
thinks the world of you, and you deserve it. I mean, you
definitely
doing shit.
appreciate that.
I mean, you doing shit that artists aren't doing. And on the way up here, I was like, man, I want to pick her brain and get her to like give some game, and you doing it already. So I appreciate
Nah, I
that.
appreciate y'all.
And I just want to ask you. I'm just curious, since you seem like you know a lot. Like, who are your favorite artists in the area? Because it may be some people I don't.
People that are
I'm not
people
hip
that
to.
are fucking the game up. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, I fucking love Rico Nasty just because she came out, and it's really fucked up, dog. Because I was supposed to do a track with her, and fucking 3 weeks later, she literally blew up, and I was like, oh shit, oh shit.
Shouldn't have went to China. With some bullshit.
Dog, like that shit hurt my soul a little bit. Like,
you stupid as shit.
we literally was supposed to make a song, and reached out, and she was like, yeah, she was down, and then she blew up, and I was just like looking like.
But that's gonna
fuck?
be you next.
Thank you, man.
Facts.
But between her, I love what JIDK is doing, just because, like I said, I love people that are also very business savvy. You know what I'm saying? That's something that I wish I would have gotten into a little bit earlier instead of just being a creative. And I feel like every artist moving forward should have some type of knowledge base as far as how the business works. Just so for
Definitely.
one, you don't get fucked over, but for two, so that you know how to push your own shit, so that you know how to spit game to the right people, know the moves to make those moves, and regardless of whether or not, you know what I'm saying, your numbers reflected or not, at least your pockets will.
She giving amazing
My
game.
nigga, I'm just
Like some people don't want to give you the
Dog,
game.
drop them
She
jewels,
dropping
like,
it
what
on you.
the
You know
fuck,
what I'm saying? That's
Damn,
what's up.
yeah.
That's what's up. So, man, what's up with y'all, man? Like, I know y'all got to roll. I know y'all not just here. Like, tell the people, like, what.
Can I speak on one
Yeah,
thing about the
facts.
China thing?
Do your
So
thing.
I don't know if you seen what Chuck sent or something. So her talking to the government out there in China, man, they just received, like the people that we was working with out there, they just received a certificate from the Chinese
Shut the fuck up.
Cultural Exchanges Bureau. You know what I'm saying? To push forward for radio, television,
Shut
and
up.
sports.
Oh, bitch,
You know
we
what I'm
made
saying?
history for real.
For the fucking,
we made,
you know what I mean?
literally
All off
made
of what she went up
history,
there
like,
and did.
I mean,
So,
shit, I felt like we
that's
did,
what's
and
up.
you know what I'm saying, from the circumstances, like, you know what I'm saying, like, factually, like, you know what I'm saying, everything pointed to that, but now you saying that's fucking
Hell
crazy,
yeah.
That's
dog.
dope as shit.
You're welcome.
Like I say, the queen. Like I said, the queen.
Just so you know what I'm saying? And they got both of them in
Yo,
English and in Chinese,
that's-
nigga.
Dope.
That's
That's
crazy.
dope. That's
You know
dope.
what I'm
That's
saying?
fucking
That's
You
crazy.
can't read Chinese, you can read English, buddy.
That's crazy,
That's
dog.
dope. That's dope. Yeah, put that on the camera. Let them see that shit.
Wow.
So, you know what
That's
I'm saying?
dope
That
as
shit-
fuck.
That
That's
shit
what's
is
up,
definitely
Wow.
it worked.
Yeah, nah, that's what's up.
Who
and
gives
like
a
she said-
fuck about the DMV?
Hey, look, and like she said though, we ain't even go out there thinking about
Fuck
all of that.
about that.
Yeah, yeah.
And
You know what I
just to be honest, like if because I'm planning on posting like a recap of some of the stuff that we did out there and everything. But when I went into that building, like you wouldn't even think I was an artist. I dressed very conservative, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying about like people getting in on the business side. Also, is just like there's a time and a place for certain shit. And granted, I commend the people that can go, you know what I'm saying, looking like anything to any situation and make it work for them. But like that was a very conservative situation where it to me, you know what I'm saying, the stakes were high. And thank God we were working with a gentleman that we were working with because they felt the same way. And you wouldn't even think I was an artist going there. Like I performed it for them in a pencil skirt. So it went from them trying to, because they actually tried to cancel the meeting. Because like I said, they don't really fuck with hip hop. So they went from trying to cancel the meeting to after I talked to them about everything and let them hear my song. One of them asked me, can we have the honor of having you perform for us? So I was in a weird, you know what I'm saying, office, just like performing in a pencil skirt. Like that shit was kind of crazy, but I'm just glad it paid off. That's super dope. I didn't know that.
You got a
I
special,
didn't know that.
She got a special thing working with her though, cause like she's aggressive. You could tell she got some PG County in her, but she looks so sweet. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
So innocent.
Yeah.
And then it's like, I give 2 fucks if you fuck with me. You like, oh shit. She's spitting, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
Right.
That definitely works. That's what's up, man.
Right, but them brothers ain't asking your question though. You asked,
Yeah, I know.
You
I'm
know what
trying
I'm
to
saying?
figure out.
I was giving my man.
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, tell the people.
I
Tell
just
the
wanted
people.
to get that out.
Okay, facts. Well, what you do, man? What's up?
So,
What's your...
man, I'm an artist, of course. I've been working for at least a good 10 years. I know I still look like a baby, but you know what I'm saying? I've been at it for a minute.
That's what's
I started off with a group of like 6 of us. I think it was 6 of us. You know what I'm saying? That lasted for about 2 years. That was when I was probably 14, 13 years old. Lasted for about 2 years. Dropped down to 3 members. I still rock with them to this day. We go by Novas,
Okay.
AKA Nova Gang. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's just taking like their own path as of right now.
Okay.
So I started my solo career in 2016. You know what I'm saying? Started recording solo junks and stuff like that. It ended up me just pressing hard as shit on the lone wolf note. You know what I mean? Ended up dropping a project called Real Live in 2017, November 30th. That did fairly well. Got a nice little reception off of that. Pushed that up until now. Like maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago, I put out a project called Selfish. It's an EP, 7 songs.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Super solid. Still pushing with that right now. So that's what we're
Okay.
doing
That's
right
what's
now.
up, bro.
Keeping it
Okay.
pushing.
That's what's up, G.
My man with the government name. Anybody know this nigga?
Right, everybody
You
know
owe
that nigga.
anybody some money?
Everybody knows that
You
nigga.
know this nigga real name? This nigga face on my live. Nah, I'm just fucking with you, but good.
I go by Alan Neal, and I'm on Indigo Public Stable. You know, that's our team here.
Okay.
And I've been with the team for about 2 years now. You know, I was a solo artist, man, coming up. Like, I actually grew up down the street, man, like Edgewood. You know, like I
Oh,
was,
shit.
yeah.
That's what's
so
up.
I'm very familiar with the area. You know, back
Okay.
when it was before everything was renovated. You know.
Okay. But shit was fucked up. That's
Yeah,
what
shit
I'm
was
okay.
case
All right,
man, it's
all right, I got you, Alan. We here.
Yeah,
I got you,
yeah,
my nigga. All right.
So, you know, of course, I migrated to the PG area, lived over some Suland Road, Southern Avenue, man. That's kind of like where the music came into my own, you know, like everybody used to do the ciphers around the hood, you know what I'm saying? That's how I got into it. Then, like, my neighbor upstairs, like, I lived in a high-rise building. He lived on the 15th floor, 1519. I'm 1419. Your man was a big Eminem fan, so, you know, I was like, shit, I can spit bars too, nigga. What's good? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know,
Fuck him and them, right?
Who was that?
Nah. We be going back and forth. Yeah. I ain't.
No, okay. His later Jones, you know what I'm saying? Like compared to like the old Eminem, like I felt like he's part of the reason why I started rapping. Him and Lil Wayne, and it might even sound like that in my music, just with the metaphors and like the type of cadence that I approach. But I fucking loved his old shit. Him and Lil Wayne, and both of them over time. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, I can't say that it's the best that I've heard of them, but. Fuck.
Lil Wayne is in rap God in my book. You know what I'm saying? But not Eminem. I am not rocking with
You
him.
ain't got no respect for him.
I
can't
don't.
argue with that just because I love them both equally. Yeah, I can't argue with that.
Eminem
They're
a
both
rap
pretty.
god.
Yeah, I was about to say they're both rap guys.
See,
He got records that.
Okay, let me ask
That's the
y'all
real
this.
reason why I started spitting though.
Cause Eminem.
Yeah, because like I said, like my man that stayed upstairs from me, you know, he was very influenced by Eminem, so I wanted to spit too. And that shit actually helped me pick up a thesaurus and shit, cause I'm like, I don't understand all this shit this nigga saying.
Yeah, he
Wow.
was. Yeah,
Between
yeah.
that and the fact he ain't give a fuck, like,
Yeah, he
come
was just
on,
like,
like
fuck
talking
it.
about like killing his mom, like
And
talking
it-
about
But
like
see, that's the shit-
Superman, like
and
that's why a lot of
videos
people
were
don't
off
like
that.
Superman.
But I love my mama though.
Superman.
I love
That's
my mama though.
I wish I let her shit on my
Yeah, I
mom.
love my mama.
Come on,
I love
Stan.
my mama too, but like I commended the fact he didn't give a fuck, and like still
what he
for
wanted.
that time, his approach to how he went on a song was still different. Like it was still one of a kind.
I respect what he got, what he brought, the authenticity. I respect his authenticity. I'm just saying, like at that time when Eminem was popping, like no nigga I knew that was in the hood rocking that nigga. Like when we was hopping in the car to go and do dirt, we wasn't like put Eminem on.
That's fact.
But they respected him though.
Yeah, but I'm just talking
If
about the
niggas was
impact.
playing Jay-Z and Jay-Z respect Eminem, that tells you something.
Yeah, but like I said, but you know what? I had the same conversation. I remember when 50 Cent came out with Get Rich or Die Trying, right? I was on that shit. I was like, this nigga's the new Tupac, right?
Yeah.
And I remember niggas older than me was like, bruh, you fall in line with the consumer. It's a package, bro. You believe in the package. This nigga ain't that great. This nigga, he got Dre with him. He got Eminem voucher for him. He got a $1 million production team.
them niggas
Nigga,
that
you
was
can't
behind
fail.
him.
He was like, you can't fail with this.
Nah, fuck that. Get Rich or Die Trying was what it was.
Okay, but is you putting that in the whip now? You playing that in the whip?
You can play. You
mean,
can.
Shit, I'm not. Hey, look,
You can.
I still play that shit.
beginning
to
to
the
end,
You
bro.
can.
I still
You
play
You hear that motherfucking quarter hit the table? Many men.
Oh, that many is
Many. Come on, man. Come on.
Even his song
Hey, I'm
with
talking
8
about
Mile,
from the
though, 'cause
intro
8 Mile
with
got
his
hot
queen.
hits to him.
Yeah, as soon as that motherfucking quarter hit the table, you know it's about to go the fuck off.
No bullshit. You start getting your gun ready.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Man,
You start cleaning your nine and
Yeah,
shit.
that's classic shit right there.
Hey, I want to ask y'all this though. Y'all saw the video of Drake getting booed.
I didn't see the video.
I peeped
What y'all
that
think of
shit.
that though? Y'all, what
I feel like that shit could happen to anyone with this day and age. Like people's retention and honestly people's respect is going so far down. You know what I'm saying?
it was
No
funny as
bullshit.
shit though. It was,
I didn't see the
Nah,
video.
oh, you didn't see the video?
I didn't
I
see
peeped
the
the video. Look, I'm gonna tell you my reaction when I see
I
that.
felt bad.
Everybody just ain't for Drake, man. Drake just ain't for everybody, man. Like they were looking for supposedly Frank Ocean to come out there.
Oh, okay. That's what they was looking for.
Yeah,
Okay,
you know,
okay.
Those
okay.
folks were hardcore fans of Frank
Ocean.
The
I
whole
mean,
odd
that makes
future
sense.
movement. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? They
yeah.
didn't want to see Drake. They wanted to see Frank Ocean. So I kind of feel where they coming from, you know. But I'm like, damn, you gonna boo the man off stage?
Yeah, but
Like,
you know what was
goddamn,
funny for
son.
me? It's not funny to see a nigga get booed, but it was funny that Drake's such a mega star, right? The way that he took it was still, it showed that he's still human at the end of the day. Because the nigga said, I go by the name of Drake. All right, y'all, bye. I was like, that's something that I would say, like, nigga, you're a mega star, bro. Like, you saw that it affected him, though.
Maybe,
You know what I'm
maybe I ain't see the right one then,
So-
because I saw when he like put the mic to the crowd and ain't nothing happened, and he did like a weird face like that. That's the one that I seen. I ain't see him get
That
booed
nigga
off.
was hurt.
I'm about to say, there's
hurt.
different, hey, like, there's different angles of this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck no.
Yeah, he was
He
hurt.
was humbled
Yeah,
that night.
he said it, though. He
very
said it, though.
humbled.
But does that make you feel good as an artist? Because
What
I
you
feel
mean?
like, nigga, if they can boo Drake, who the fuck am I?
Nigga, hey, bro.
Why would I give a fuck about what they think about me?
I saw Casanova
You know what
tweet
I mean?
that. I saw Casanova tweet
Straight
that.
up.
Like
I
he.
mean, that's just your perspective. Like, it depends on your perspective, though, because, like, one thing I used to want to do is please everybody. You know what I'm saying? I genuinely, it was my goal to make music that resonates with everybody. And, like, as I got older and shit like that, like, because a lot of people be coming to me like, Young, you should be here. Like, what the fuck is going on? And I had to, you know what I'm saying? It was even a humbling experience for me. Like, I'm not for everybody. And I became very okay with that.
Yeah.
So at this point in day, if I got booed off stage, I would probably hump off stage. Though. Like, I would hump scoop off stage. Like, just like, all right, fuck with me next time.
Yeah. Troll their ass. Yeah.
So, and to be honest, because of where he came from and, like, you know, from the acting to that, he probably never experienced that. That was probably something different. You know what I'm saying? I've been in places where, like, ain't nobody reacting. I was like, that's cool.
Now, let me
That's
ask you this though, because what y'all think is worse, being booed off stage or like dealing with a DMV crowd where they don't even look, they don't even have,
Nah.
you know, that nigga knew exactly what I was saying.
The DMV crowd. The
DMV crowds
I
be
agree.
weird though, because even though, like, I've had a lot of experience with DMV crowds where I won't say a lot. You know, I've had some experience with DMV crowds where ain't nobody
I can say
really
a lot.
moving like that.
But
But
as soon as it's over, they say, "Oh, you was the shit."
they run up
That's
to you and
DMV
shit like
crowd.
that.
Dog.
So I don't be mad at it. I be like,
But
all
ain't
right.
But
it's
Layla,
what
ain't it
is.
weird as shit though?
No, it's
weird
not.
as shit.
When you figure it
It's
out,
weird as shit.
No.
when you figure it out,
How is it not weird, bro?
because you figured it out.
Explain it to me,
To
nigga.
me,
Man,
I
listen.
just took it as them listening because I be having bars. I just took it as
They
listening.
trying to hear what
You
you
know what
saying.
I'm
If you
saying?
got a
That's
nigga
how I
hitting you with this look right here,
Talk your shit.
I don't care where he at. If that nigga hitting you with this right here and he looking at you, yeah, hey,
You know what it is though. A lot of times, man, you might have those crowds, and it'll take that one person. Like my first time performing solo, I performed at Layla Lounge. It was like January, some shit. Anyway, I performed this song called 100K. A nigga all the way in the back. I got a whole crowd of niggas. It's a plethora of niggas standing right here.
Oh shit, this nigga
Just
smart.
you know what I'm saying? Just standing there like this. The nigga come from the back all the way up to the stage to dap me up and hand me a J while I'm performing. Cause he was fucking with the song. After that, everybody start, you know what I'm saying? Then that's when everybody like,
Yeah.
Like,
Like,
a lot
damn.
of people be too cool to like.
Yeah.
man, this is the
support
coolest
shit.
But you know what?
area
You know
in
what
the
I say?
planet.
Like
You know what
this
I
is
say
the
though?
crowd.
You know what I say? I'm gonna tell y'all this. It is a little bit of too cool, but it's also this area breeds an antisocial type attitude.
yeah.
And then add the fact that we're artists too, so we're antisocial just being in this area, and then we're artists. And we already kind of like recluse people, you know what I'm saying? And now you get all of us in one room, and then we competitive.
and you want a nigga
Right,
to be
right.
jumping around for
Right,
you.
right.
And like I said,
You know
this
what I'm saying?
This the only area where I could be going to work and see a nigga hop off the bus and he think he cooler than me. He could hop off the bus with no job, with a Gucci belt on.
Don't be transpo
a
judging,
chain.
bro. Don't be transpo judging.
Nah, hold
bro.
on. I ain't talking about
You
that guy.
transpo
I'm not
judging,
talking
bro.
about. I'm talking about the nigga who hop off. He got the chain on.
Okay.
It's niggas running around with chains on and
Fly
they
as
don't
shit.
rap.
Fly as shit.
You know what I'm saying? You see some crews and it's like, yo, I rap and my nigga look flyer than me.
Uh-huh.
Niggas like, I'm not gonna let you be fresher than me. I want a chain too, nigga.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
want a chain to say Brandon. Like
Yeah.
for what? You don't rap. Why you ain't chain, my
If I
nigga?
see a nigga with a chain with just say Brandon on it,
Yeah,
I'm
hey.
robbing this nigga on spot.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck where
Tell
he
me
at.
I'm lying though.
Nah,
I'm
not at
not
all.
lying.
I real live think niggas be at shows though telling their mans, man, don't party that nigga music though. What the fuck
Yeah.
you doing?
Are you
That's
serious,
another thing.
Allen?
I
Yeah.
believe that's how it goes.
Hey,
I don't
dog,
think they
that's
tell
some
them.
Bama
It's like
shit.
an unwritten rule though. If I bring, not me.
Talk your shit though.
Not
No,
me.
Not you, but you talking
but I
about
might
niggas.
bring 20, 30 niggas to a show, right?
Yeah.
They can cheer for who they want to, but certain niggas is just not. We here for fucking Brandon.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's real shit,
We
though.
came for Brandon. His bitches came for him.
Yeah.
His niggas came for him. So you up there killing it,
Yeah.
and his bitch just looking at you like, I'm gonna cheer so bad.
Yeah.
So that's what they do. They can't cheer because
Yeah.
they don't want Brandon to get mad. So they just be like,
Because once Brandon performed, everybody gone who came with him too.
Nah,
That's another
they
thing
go
that blows
crazy.
me.
They go extra
This
crazy
nigga
for
knows
Brandon.
exactly what I'm talking
They go
about.
extra
That shit-
crazy for Brandon,
Yeah.
and then it looks odd. It's like,
Yeah,
y'all wasn't even going this crazy for nobody.
I wish we party here, bro. I wish we party here.
It would make the scene. That's the difference between DMV and Atlanta, DMV and New York. You think they not partying at Baltimore, nigga? When I perform in Baltimore, they
Yeah.
fucks with each other.
Yeah.
A room full of artists, nigga, in a room this big.
Yeah.
They fucking with each other.
Nah, that's true. That's true. But that's why we try to create the change that we want to see. You know what I'm saying? That's why when we threw our show, you know what I mean, we was making sure we was trying to get a loving environment, let people know, dog, it's okay. You don't have to be too cool here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
We all trying to-
Yeah.
J.
We
Cole
can,
said that shit too. When I went to a show of his, you know what I'm saying, Capital One, I think it was for the For Your Eyes Only jump.
Uh-huh.
He sitting there, he probably like 6 songs in, and then he ended up just stopping and was just like, man, hey look, DMV, I know this is the area of some of the coolest niggas in the world.
Yeah.
And y'all niggas is just, y'all stand like he on the stage doing
Yeah.
all this. Like, I need y'all to go ahead and just like let loose for a second. Like,
yeah.
unfold your arms, nigga.
yeah.
It's all right. You came here to party.
Yeah.
That's the whole purpose. I don't think that's what we understand.
Had me
here.
trying
Like,
that
you
J.
go out to
You gonna
get-
try me?
you know
I'm
what
gonna get punched in my
saying?
motherfucking mouth. I'm gonna try that shit.
but
Hey,
it's-
nigga, unfold your arms, motherfucker. This Smith Public Trust, right? What the fuck is wrong with you, nigga? You right there in the blue.
Just like the show though, they be just like this.
And that's why I say we gotta change the culture, because it took me to get older to realize it's okay to say, yo, you're great. You're fucking amazing. I don't give a fuck. Like it don't minimize me to uplift you up. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's not something that's taught in this culture. And I think because we don't have really a hip hop culture. Like we don't have our own hip hop sound. You know what I'm saying? It's a go-go city, and it pretty much people put their focus on go-go. But I feel like if we, you know what I'm saying, of the city, if we can just start creating and changing the culture, dog, we could be like Atlanta, we could be like Cali or New York, like how you were saying. You know what I mean? We got the talent and we got the people. It's just the attitude got to change. Facts. You know what I mean?
Facts.
But it's gonna start with us. It ain't gonna start with watching these niggas. These niggas keep doing what the fuck they doing.
Facts.
And I don't think no females in the world twerk better than anybody from here.
Oh, this nigga here.
Hey, look, I'm just saying.
Oh,
they stand on the wall. They stand on the wall the whole night too.
I can't
like,
deny
man, y'all got some of the
Atlanta,
best.
I'll be like,
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, y'all.
College Day, Twerk
I seen
City.
some twerk.
I'm about to say I gotta disagree with you, bro.
Nah, Atlanta got some twerkers.
Yeah, Cali. I seen some shit out Cali.
Oh,
too.
I was about to
seen
say
some
Cali,
Twitter
man.
video where some
That's where all
bitch
the
like hopped off a
choreographers
car and
Right.
like went into the splits and was twerking on the ground. Like, how do you do that?
She-
I don't even know what area that's
She just
from,
evolved the
but-
twerk, nigga. She just parkoured the twerk. Jumped off the car, nigga. Shit.
I be saying some shit. I'm like, damn, Slim, I didn't even know you could contort your body like that. Like,
Yeah,
God
yeah.
damn,
The
Slim.
DMV bitches, even the bitches too cool to twerk, niggas. I disagree with
Like,
you. on that.
Let me just
Imagine
put
if they
with
let
you
loose.
saying that. I'm gonna just put this out there right now. I ain't never too cool to twerk. Bitch, I can't. Bitch, I can't, dog. Like I will break. Like I don't got. You know, I'm just not at that point yet where I got some shit to twerk.
Okay.
Like that shit would just be. But just happened behind me.
It's the thought that counts, lady.
Thank
It's
you,
the
man.
it's the
Thank
thought.
you.
Yeah.
I mean, like I make it clap like this.
Yeah,
Like
okay.
that is what I.
All right.
She twerking and clapping at the
Yeah,
same
yeah.
Know your clap.
Know thyself, yo.
Yo, know thy limits and shit. So let me ask y'all. We got a bunch of artists in here. So let me ask y'all. Because me and the homie, we was in the studio this Sunday doing some music, right? And me and him was talking about freestyling, right? And me and him got two different ideas of freestyling. This nigga, I think that he doesn't put a lot of weight on freestyle. He think niggas that just freestyle be sounding dumb. They just be just saying whatever out their head. I be telling this nigga it's an art to that shit, and it's like an exercise. You just gotta keep working it to get better at it, nigga. But do y'all think freestyling is important for an artist, or it's not? Like you can take it or leave it.
I think it is.
Okay.
Me and Layla do this shit. Trust me, we do this shit often.
We do that
Like
shit.
when we
I
get
don't think
together.
it's important though. I don't think that should make or break an artist because you have
Nah.
talented people and it takes two different parts of your brain to be writing bomb ass songs to try to convert over and be freestyling some shit. I don't think it should make or break an artist.
Okay.
No, I agree with that portion of it, but like what I was about to say, like as far as like exercise and like having your mind just moving into like having that rapid speed, like when you writing a song and shit. Because most of the time when I write songs, I freestyle before I start writing.
I know a lot of artists who do that. They create their verse. They find their way from freestyling. Like that's how they started. It was like I asked them like, "Yo, where the hook come from?" They like, "Man, I was just freestyling." I said, "The wall was blue and that shit rhyme with that."
Yeah.
What you think about it though? Before I give my opinion.
See, I feel like it is important to a certain extent. Like Big Daddy Kane had a interview or something and once said like everybody think that freestyling is always just off the top. You got people who write as an exercise just for fun to no
Right.
beat or nothing. So if you can recite one of those writtens you wrote to no, even if you wrote it to a whole different beat, the way that you can compose it on something different than what you wrote it to, Big Daddy Kane considers that freestyling.
Is that freestyling? Because I don't.
Because we just had that argument too. I don't
know,
think that's freestyling.
If
I think
you
that's
wrote
like a
it,
technical
if
thing.
you know
it's
it,
like a
that's-
loophole.
Freestyling is nigga rap.
The dome.
Right, off the
Right.
top.
Right now, here's the beat.
Yeah,
Spit.
yeah.
And that's why,
Even
like, I
Three
won't
Stacks,
lie,
too, though.
even from Eminem, 8
Say the
Mile,
same
all
thing.
that, like, and Alan's heard it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm my best freestyling, like, when I'm in a comfortable environment, this and that, you know what I'm saying? That's just me being honest with myself. Like, I can freestyle as fuck, bars and
yeah.
all that. She's heard it.
Trust
I
me.
should honestly
She can
probably
go
start stepping
with
in
the
the
best
booth
of 'em with the
when I
freestyle.
That's
freestyle
what's
in a
up.
comfortable environment. But, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes, like, I get a little thrown off my game because I be overthinking it or something like that, or I'm a very excited person. So if my, excitement gets the best of me, I start thinking too much. I'm like,
yeah. That's what I be
like,
telling this nigga.
I
I be
shut
like,
down a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And that's That's what I'm saying. Like I respect people that can freestyle. I fuck with freestyling. I like to freestyle. Like I be begging him. I be like calling him 10 tonight. Yo, you want to come over freestyle? I roll a J. Just come over freestyle. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't think it should make or break an artist, and I don't feel like artists that can't always freestyle should put themselves in that light as though they can. Like that is a craft that, like you said, with practice you can get better at it. But I've practiced at it, and sometimes I still fuck up.
Yeah.
I don't
It's
hate
part of
it.
it.
I don't hate it, and
myself.
I don't think it makes it. I don't think it means anything. Like I see most of the rappers I see, like his favorite rapper, Loaded Lux, he doesn't freestyle. This nigga writes, he spits writtens.
That nigga
Right.
does freestyle too, dog. Don't
He
say what
has
he
a.
don't do.
Listen
Hey, this
to me.
nigga always
He
want to
has
tell
a-
me what Loaded Lux doesn't do. He does it all, nigga. Stop saying that.
Loaded Lux went to Sway in the morning, and they asked him to rap, and he spit a written. Now they can switch the beat on Loaded Lux. He's figured out a way to spit that same rap on whatever the fuck they play. That is a talent.
That's what I'm
Because
saying.
the
That
beat can.
definitely is a talent.
That's
But I also think these niggas too, when they go to what's the other nigga, Flex.
Flex.
You can tell that they knew
But bro,
what beat they was
bro,
gonna play
listen,
before they got
That's
there.
not. But see, this is what I'm saying, bro. Like how the brother right here just said about that Big Daddy Kane think that if you remember a freestyle written, it can still be a technical freestyle.
No, it's
But
not.
what I'm saying, but what I'm saying is that's a loophole technicality. What I'm saying is with what you just talking about, rappers found a way to always not look like they, because like you said, part of freestyle, you can fuck up at any moment.
If
So
all
if a
these
nigga, hold up, my
rappers-
nigga. So what I'm saying is, a nigga ain't gonna go on Flex when he's working his whole career trying to get noticed. He gets on Flex, and now you want this nigga to try to do some shit that's off the top of the dome. He not gonna do that. He gonna try to win. He gonna try to put himself in the best
You
light.
making my argument though.
But what I'm
so
saying-
when you coming to me telling me to just go off the top, then man, fuck going off the top. I'm gonna write a written nigga and put the beat on, and I'm gonna spit the written because
Nigga.
that's what your favorite rapper do.
My nigga.
So when all rappers start spitting off the top of their fucking head, guess what? AP's gonna be in the back of the room spitting off the top of his fucking head.
My nigga,
Until
hold up.
then, we not what we talking about.
We was in the studio, you ain't even want to freestyle, nigga.
I
was
don't
like,
have
what
to
the fuck?
freestyle.
I was like, nigga, it's just me
Listen,
and you, nigga.
listen, no, it's like he's missing my point. I don't really do anything that I don't have to do.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
That's
stubborn ass
just me.
nigga.
You know
Oh,
what I'm
stubborn
saying?
ass
Yeah,
nigga.
it's like, listen, he not telling y'all that I was with him at an interview and somebody asked him to spit a freestyle.
Don't put me out there.
His motherfucking ass spit a written.
Cause I'm trying to shine. Cause I'm trying to shine, Layla.
So Layla, look,
shine,
Layla.
dog.
So I'm so confused by this nigga. He's like, rap off the top. I'm like, no, somebody told you rap. And that nigga said,
Nah,
bro, pull his motherfucking phone out.
dog.
You hear me?
Hey,
Pull
yo,
that BlackBerry out.
listen.
Yeah, so until when I see Jay-Z, Eminem, all these niggas we talking about spitting off the top of their fucking head on interviews, guess what? I'm I gotta get it. I gotta do it. That's what the nigga I'm trying to be like is doing. All them motherfuckers get in front of there, they put a beat on, they spit a written.
Okay,
Nah,
see,
that's real
Well,
shit. I agree with him on that.
32
So
bars
do
of
you
written shit.
believe that Hov don't write?
I don't write, so I do believe it. But I remember my shit. So I'm kind of writing just in my mind.
I'm about to say, cause that shit writing is over. That shit is overrated, nigga. Like if you remembering your shit, you
Yeah.
still writing it down. You
Yeah.
just jotting it down in your brain.
I'm not gonna go around telling niggas I don't even write. Like nigga, I've been practicing this shit for a week straight.
So let me
No, I
ask
was
you.
say,
No, go ahead, bro. No, go ahead.
No, I was say where I agree with him at, like as far as like a lot of those folks that be freestyling, they be written shit. When you going to like Funkmaster Flex or like Sway in the morning, it gotta be some written shit. Cause I don't know too many niggas that's going over the top of their
That's
head
what I'm
shopping
saying,
environments.
bro.
Only
You,
a few niggas in the world.
yeah.
But
two.
as
Yeah.
far as like freestyling, like
Facts.
the whole practice aspect of it, like bettering your craft,
Yeah,
that shit,
bro.
I feel like it
It's
is
good for the
necessary.
culture.
yeah,
I agree with that.
Okay, yeah.
I do agree with
yeah.
that.
Okay.
One of my favorite rappers don't freestyle.
Who's that?
Who's
Big
that?
Crit. You know what I'm saying? Like that, he don't freestyle. I remember
I
him
fucks
going
with Crit.
on to Sway when he was like first blowing up and telling Sway straight up like, I don't freestyle. And then Sway just like, man, give it written. You
Yeah.
know, I don't know if y'all ever heard him say that. He say that shit a lot, like to niggas who don't want to
Who,
rap.
Sway?
Yeah,
Man.
like man, spit a written then. Like, just give us a
I
written.
told your man that the other day he didn't even have a written. That's the shit I don't like.
Who?
Stunner for Vegas was up there
Oh,
with the baby.
with the baby? Yeah.
See, I don't want to be that nigga. When they put the beat on, they like rap, and you just like.
and that nigga got that pregnant pause for 2. They switched the beat 3 times for this nigga, bro.
And he said, "Man, fuck it, just spit a written." And that nigga was like he talking to baby, like save me,
See,
nigga.
man.
I don't want to ever be
But
that
that
guy.
nigga be putting on whack beats too. I told you that shit.
No, if you a
Sway put on
rapper-
the wackest beats he can find,
None
nigga.
of for Vegas get paid millions of dollars to rap.
You supposed to be able to rap on whatever.
Anything.
Whatever.
Nigga, he's in a spot that everybody in this room want to be in.
Okay.
Like
You
I
go up there and you disrespect people, you disrespecting Layla Capri. You
do that shit
disrespecting
on
that
purpose,
niggas, man. You
do
feel
that
me?
shit on
Talk your
purpose
shit,
to test
King.
the skill level.
Nah,
but
yeah,
yeah.
that's what he do, nigga.
Yeah.
That, like sometimes people
Man.
tell you, rap.
Yeah.
You a rapper.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can't bring
Stunner
a
for
rapper
Vegas.
to a jump though,
Yeah.
and not expect them to like. You got as a rapper, you supposed to go up there ready.
Ready.
And I learned that.
He
because,
said it. He said, you knew you was coming up.
Like you know what I mean? I went on Win DC and
he
choked
said that.
Yeah.
Like,
before.
You
Like,
said what?
I went on Win DC and choked before. Like me
It
and my
happens,
group.
bro. I choked
It
on
happens
93.9,
sometimes. I was
nigga.
about to say,
You know
That
what I'm
shit,
saying?
yeah, I was hurt. I was hurt.
Like that
Nigga,
shit,
I was
it'll
hurt.
fuck you up. But now
Yeah.
you won't catch me like shit, nigga. I'll give you something like at least a written. I might give you 4 bars and just be like, you can't say I ain't rap for your ass.
Yeah,
though.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I gave you something. I'm gonna go ahead back up on the mic.
So that's the cheat code for niggas choking and shit.
What?
Spitting
To go-
writtens and shit.
See, at
That's
least,
what I think.
At
Yeah,
least like
it is. Facts.
I feel like it, or it at least can be a warm up. You know what I'm saying? You start going off the top. You might give them 8 bars written.
That's a smart
and
way
then
to go.
start going. Like
and then
that's
you
how-
fuck up and you're like, it's over. Cut it off.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
see, it's
Or you don't even. You come back and you do shit like M would do and be like, yeah, I fucked up, but you keep the shit going. Like,
But see, but
keep going.
I think that we all what we doing is we preparing future artists to understand that both is good to acquire both because
definitely.
Fabulous. I just saw an interview on Drink Champs. Fabulous was saying that when he was on, he did his first radio interview where he met Nori. He didn't know he went unprepared. He didn't know he was gonna rap. You know what I'm saying? And then so when they just said, okay, go ahead rap, he was unprepared, so he just freestyle. You know what I'm saying? But it worked out for that nigga. You know what I'm saying? But that's a gamble, nigga. That's like a shot in the dark. That's a crap shot. You know what I'm saying? But so that's why I say like if you the type of nigga like when I had my opportunity on the radio, I spit a joint that I had memorized, but like Layla said, I got so excited, nigga, I was doing so good that my fucking jaw locked on one of my bars, right? No bullshit. I was like, yeah, and my jaw just cramped up on me, nigga. And then so, but what I should have did though is that I should have just freestyled though instead of just choking. I should have just freestyled shit because they didn't know what the fuck I was doing. You know what I'm saying?
Better than me, I would have pretended I was having a stroke.
I should have said seizure and just dropped. You know what I'm saying? That's what I should have did. But if I could turn back the hands of time, though, my nigga.
That shit probably would have gotten
Man,
publicity.
I can't
These
even
days, like
lie,
man
bro.
falls out
I'm-
in the studio from a seat.
I can't even lie, bro. I'm at the 95.5 and shit.
Uh-huh.
And they wanted me to spit.
Uh,
And I try to go off the written and shit, and I forgot my written midway and shit.
it
That's another
happens,
thing,
You know what I'm
bruh.
saying?
That's
So
another
they
thing,
like,
too.
and then it wasn't even like my best shit, you know what I'm saying? So I know niggas was looking at me like, this nigga here, this artist.
That's the
Like,
thing though. Like they use that shit to judge you as an artist.
Man, what?
So that's why niggas start saying, fuck it, I'm going up there with 32 on the clip.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fuck this whole beat up.
Yeah.
I figure out them niggas in New York, they find a way to flow to any beat. Like Goods, his style fits every beat. Like I seen him do it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But ain't nothing like, we don't care. But like when the motherfucker, cause I feel like the motherfuckers who can't rap be the ones judging you. So it'd be Flex.
facts,
it'd be
nigga.
Flex looking at you like, he can't spit shit.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I done seen niggas go to the radio station and sound terrible, and you looking at them like, I ain't playing that shit.
That
they
shit
can't
just
rap.
fucks my head up because it's like you could spit a slum freestyle and get judged for that shit, but you got a man on a song talking about, I done fucked your baby moms, commas, in my pockets.
Biggest
That's
hit.
why I'm calm.
Yeah, yeah.
I be like, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
But that's the
Fuck
fucked
that.
up part about the rap game. Like,
Yeah,
it's
it is.
fucked up. Like,
It is.
It's just fucked up. Like she said, this niggas who's supposed to be fucking police officers,
Yeah.
but they the biggest rappers in the fucking world. You know what I'm
But you
saying?
know what's
There's a
crazy?
baby in a tree because you didn't follow your caller. Baby in a tree.
But you know what? You know another thing we was talking about in the studio. What y'all are y'all a fan of punching in or being organic and spitting the whole verse from the beginning to the end?
Can I please add context to this shit?
I feel like it depends. Like if you don't have your breathing down, fuck it. You gotta do what's better for the song.
I
You know
like
what I'm
this
saying?
nigga here,
You
dog.
know what he's talking about.
Because niggas like Bone, like
They all do.
Yeah, all do.
saying?
All three of these niggas hot.
a motherfucker like niggas in Bone. Everybody can't do what them niggas did. But
That's
another
true.
thing that a lot of people don't know is like I got one of my homeboys, Rockstar Prime, rap fastest.
Yeah,
Like
he did.
fast as shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He had to learn how to stop doing this while he in the booth trying to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas who rap fast, bro, you gotta
Yeah.
sit your ass still that
Yeah.
whole time, like blank face.
Yeah.
and get your shit off. Then you got the niggas who, like how the freestyling is. You said your man and say some shit like the wall is blue. Like I heard the baby went to a studio that I record at out in Baltimore, and they was like, oh yeah, man, that nigga don't write nothing, and he do. I call it the Lil Wayne method. You know what I'm saying? The punch after every bar.
Yeah, that's what they do.
yeah,
Every
yeah.
2 bars.
Every like
You
3
know.
or 4, right? Yeah, yeah.
And
ain't
they
no
break-
3 to 4. He like
Yeah, they might give you a bar, like one bar, one full bar.
and then he stopped.
Nigga, I said I was the shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
And
crazy.
And then the bitch be coming and
Long
sucking my
that
dick.
takes? That gotta take long as shit.
Man.
He's $1 million nigga. He can sit
I've
in the
seen
studio
people
all
knock
day.
out like full blown songs in like 10 minutes doing it that way. Like literally just freestyling off the top, deliver a line, like you said, pause, think about it for a moment, then come back in with the next bar, and it be hot shit though.
Hell
I
yeah.
won't even lie.
His shit
like,
is hot.
Shout out to the homie Tess, cause
Yeah.
he one of them people. Tess that's with free bands. He one of them people that can definitely put that.
You
shit
can
off.
hear it if you listen to the music. They be taking me out. Huh? Like, that was his next bar.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But like my man here, I was in the studio with him. I was listening to him. And he's like, you needed the source to break down this nigga verse. And he raps fast. And aggressive. And he's trying to be perfect.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it was my first time in the studio with the nigga. And he's like trying to get through like 16 bars perfectly.
Yeah, nigga.
But it's more like 32 bars because this shit is stacked
Yeah,
on top of
stacked.
stack.
Yeah,
So he
yeah.
put 32 in the 16 and he trying to get on one take, and then that nigga was like, hold on, let me catch my breath. And I'm like, nigga, punch
Hey,
it!
look.
The fuck?
And it's always cool to also lay it out punched first. You know what I'm saying? Like if you did, you know what I'm saying, half
Yeah.
of it and then did another half, and
Yeah.
then you go for a stack. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like you about to
Yeah.
stack the verse and you run that bitch all the way through. Once you get it all the way through once, you know you can do this shit again.
But see, like I told the nigga, my rap god is Tupac. You know what I'm saying? So when I seen Tupac videos of him in the studio, that nigga was one take god. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm in that joint, bro, I be at the altar of Shakur.
But they-
You know what I'm
But
saying?
he- but he raps-
I'm
but he
on,
raps
though,
like
Yeah, my
Eminem.
nigga.
I'm in a minority with that shit because I know I'm not a big fan of punching in, but I know when it's necessary, it needs to be done.
Okay.
But I like to one take my shit. I like to go all the way through my shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
what I'm saying?
It gives you that organic
That's like
feel.
a pride thing, though.
Yeah.
It is, though.
I
It
used
is.
to be like that.
It is,
I used to pull up like, I'm going one take.
Yeah.
Slip, I used to go to motherfucking Listen Vision, right? And just record, like, I get a 6-hour session and record like 16 songs within that 6-hour session because I was just one taking shit. The engineer behind me used to be like, yeah, let's take a break. Let's take a smoke break because he didn't want to keep recording that shit because he was like, damn, this nigga knocking out too much work. We need to expand this fucking time.
Yeah, yeah. He getting too much of his money's worth.
Yeah,
on.
right.
Yeah, they don't like that shit.
But I feel like you taking away from it when you do that.
Yeah.
Like, because music is one of them things where people need to feel the message and what you're saying. So you're cutting that part out when you're speeding through it.
Yeah.
So like I said with you, it was like certain parts of your song. I'm like, nah, right there, I'm supposed to feel that shit right here.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you sped through it because
Yeah.
you're trying to be perfect.
Yeah.
If you punch it in and give me your feeling on that part,
Yeah.
I could really ride and vibe and be like, yeah, you could take me somewhere when I'm listening to
Yeah,
that
I felt what you were saying once I actually accepted
down.
it. I put the ego to the side. You know what I'm saying? I was like, fine. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to punch in, and I did that shit, and it came out right. You know what I mean? So
You need to be a strategic puncher. You're not punching in because you need to.
yeah.
Like you said,
What's better for the song?
It's whatever, you know what I'm saying, when it's needed, that's when you use that motherfucker.
Fact.
That's like
I'm
a
gonna tell you
hidden
my
weapon.
process though. Like the real reason why I would like to do one takes and shit because I come in the studio already rehearsed. Like I done went over this song.
Me
probably
too,
like
my
a
nigga.
good
What?
10, 12,
I be
15
prepared in that
times.
studio.
It's because time is money. You,
Man,
know, you don't
what?
want to waste your fucking studio time, especially if you're
no.
just paying for it. And then you don't know what type of engineer you're dealing with that day. Like
Facts.
the importance of having a great engineer during your session, people underestimate that
Oh
shit.
man,
It's not about how good the studio looks.
It's
yeah.
about that engineer.
No
about the
bull.
engineer.
I was about to say because we built a home studio, so I do like a lot of my stuff, majority of my stuff, if not all of it, from the home studio now. And then I just take it to get mixed, and that was a blessing because that helped me develop even more. You know what I'm saying? Being
that's
able
dope.
to take the time that I needed instead of being on a rush situation and having to, you know what I'm saying, like make sure I got my money's worth. Because sometimes like I used to leave the studio mad as fucking myself because I was like, damn, I just spent that much money and I came out with that.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
fuck.
Facts.
I've been
So,
there, man. I trust me.
yeah,
That's the thing. Local artists. That's another Jew. if you can, build your own studio.
Yeah,
Because it helps with the music. Because if you think the baby is sitting in there making them fucking hits and he number one on the Billboard and he doing that shit in 2 hours and being perfect with his verse, you tripping.
Yeah.
They probably sit there all day with that shit. Come back a week later and I thought about some new shit until that shit is ready for the world.
And it makes it convenient too, because sometimes you just feel it right there in the moment, and just to be able to like walk over to the booth, because like
Facts.
yeah, this shit is fire right now. Because I've been in the studio before where I've been rehearsing it the way you're saying, but I still lost the feel of it. Just to be honest, like I was rehearsing it, but at that point in time, I had lost the connection with the song from when I first like wrote it. So.
You want to tell us a little bit about your video that you just dropped?
Oh, pray for me.
Everybody need to
so
pray.
it's actually
Nigga, what? Especially this time.
that John, we actually just talked in the car about that, because I said, I seen a couple people comment, and I guess they had assumed, what I'm saying, I had been in an abusive relationship, but I even put it in the description of the video, and that's why I was trying to like gear people to actually read the description of the video, because it's not just being in a toxic situation, which doesn't just have to be a relationship. You know what I'm saying? You could be in a lot of toxic relationships and not even know that you're self-sabotaging yourself. But the extended portion of it was that you could have a toxic relationship with yourself. Anybody that allows themselves to undergo, toxicity from anybody in their lives does not value themselves to the point where they know that I don't deserve this shit. And that's something, you know what I'm saying? And through that, a lot of people tend to not yet lose their self-confidence. They be their worst enemy. And I could honestly say that, because during the time that I wrote that song, you know what I'm saying, I was my worst enemy. And even now, you know what I'm saying, my business partner be like, sometimes like, why the fuck you keep self-sabotaging yourself? You know what I'm saying? Just making poor decisions. And it be coming from a hurt place. Like, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't be thought all the way through. Like, I just don't care what happens. And that jump was just like, for anybody that's going through something, period. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to love yourself before you are able to really give yourself to anybody, to the world. You know what I'm saying? Being an artist, like, and when you can't, you know what I'm saying, at least acknowledge it enough to. That was like the whole, like, the pray for me and stuff like that. Because some shit you can't fix overnight. Some shit you want to fix, and you just can't fix that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And a lot of people be stuck in that position where they know what the better decision is, but they can't bring themselves to do it.
That's real shit.
Like,
That's real shit. That's real shit. We talk about that all the time, about people, about us being our worst enemies and being in our own way of success. But we all deal with that. I don't think nobody is exempt from that. You know what I mean? No bullshit. But I heard the song. I like the song. I love the video too. The video was dope too. So, but why would niggas always gotta say some shit? They look at the video and just think, you was in an abusive relationship, somebody was beating you.
I
like,
didn't get that.
I didn't get that neither. I'm like, niggas always want to make some shit up, nigga.
And a lot of people thought that, you know what I'm saying, because of the context of it. But, you know what I'm saying, like, even... It's just crazy, like, how much of even my old music I be listening to now, and it resonates with me even now more than it did when I wrote it. It's like shit like that just be a little bit crazy to me, because part of even my old music and stuff like that, when I was rapping about certain shit, like, if you listen back to my old stuff, I'm more so talking about it from a manifestation point. I'm claiming what's mine, and a lot of that shit came to fruition.
That's
and it's
what's up.
crazy how
That's
that
what's
happened.
up.
But it's just I don't even know where I was going with that. I don't even know where I was going with that.
It still needed to be heard. That's that last part needed to be heard. Manifestation. Yeah.
That shit is real.
Yeah, it is, dog.
it is.
Hey, me and my nigga right here, we just manifested this bitch to make this meme. Ain't that right, my nigga?
We
Yeah.
was talking about some shit like 3 months ago.
Yeah, we was talking about how motherfucker, bitches be doing all the extra shit to impress a nigga. They was talking about like it would be real impressive. Like we was niggas playing the game, and all of a sudden it's something like we get food at the door, we put the game on pause and shit, and we leave, come back, and to see the shorty done beat the game for us. You know what I'm saying? Like she scored 20 with your main player,
On 2K.
your creative player.
She
you
like,
know
nigga,
what I'm
I got
saying?
you 6 points
Yo,
and a block.
That'd be nigga and a block. Oh shit, nigga.
Your girl though.
Hey, damn, you better than me.
Yeah, hey nigga, what?
I need you on the team.
Nigga,
Like,
that's
all
love.
the time.
Hey, bro, that's love right there. You know what I'm saying? We was like, nigga, and then all of a sudden today we see that this nigga shared this chick that did a whole meme talking about that shit.
Yeah.
I was like, nigga, we made that happen, nigga.
She in
Manifestation.
Atlanta, we here.
Man,
Right.
manifestation
You know what I'm saying?
is
Yeah.
definitely- As soon as you speak it out loud, though, man, the universe gonna pick up.
Right.
But that go
Somehow,
both
some way.
ways too, and that
I
goes to
feel like-
what she says. Sometimes we we fuck ourselves up because we speak the wrong shit into existence.
The tongue
And
is
that's
the
why,
most powerful.
right? So it's like that's another Jew for any artist or anybody going through something. Man, speak positivity, man. You have to believe in that shit. 'Cause
You
if
gotta. I was about to say you gotta feel it too, though.
Yeah.
So once you say it, you gotta you already gotta feel like it happened. Like the whole trip to China thing, man. I went to LA for the first time. I think the end of May to like the first week of June. Recorded a mixtape out there with my homeboy St. Clair DMV. We got a song called China. You know what I'm saying? Like his first couple bars is like, you know what I'm saying? I'm on a 16-hour flight to China, and then I say some shit on my verse where I'm like, I'm scoping out China. My niggas is lit. I was out that bitch partying like shit. You know what I'm saying? I ended up partying like shit out in China.
How about it, nigga?
You know what I'm saying?
How
So-
about it? But you know what? That's the beauty about rap. We done seen niggas talk the death and the worst things into existence, and we don't even think that, oh man, we should use this shit to talk positive shit to manifest positive shit into existence.
Man,
you know
rest
what I mean?
in peace to Nipsey, dog.
Straight up.
Rest
straight
in peace
up.
to Pac. I was thinking about that shit today. This
Man,
nigga
what?
got a song called I See Death Around the Corner.
Right, and that's one of my
Biggie
favorite
too.
joints too.
He
yeah.
does that.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Biggie
man.
too.
But you know what? That nigga Kanye West though, that nigga is speaking a lot of shit against hip hop right now. Y'all heard that nigga say hip hop was the devil?
Yeah, I heard that shit.
Yeah, you heard that shit?
heard that.
What y'all think about that, man? What y'all think? Hip hop. This nigga is a guy who helped make the new era hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So, well, not make it, but kind of like
Spearheaded.
You know what I'm saying? Kind of.
Kanye is a puppet, man.
I was about to say he be so off the hinges sometimes. It's hard
Fuck
to
that
tell.
nigga.
You know what I'm saying? It'd be really hard to
They-
tell with that man. Like even when he sat down and had his meeting with Trump, like my man, you had the opportunity to say and speak on a lot of shit, and you actually made your people sound fucking
He
Stupid.
called that man your
Stupid.
daddy.
like
His fucking
so
daddy.
It'd be hard to tell with
I
him.
don't even
I
know
didn't
why
even
we
know
need to
that.
trade that
I mean,
nigga.
I didn't even know you did that.
We need to trade that nigga.
Hey, white community, man, give us Gary Owens. For
Yeah. Can we trade Kanye for Gary? I don't listen to shit Kanye say, man.
I know.
I don't play
It's
Kanye
hard to-
videos. I don't want to go to the live shows.
My nigga, but you know what?
Yeah.
I hate to
I be tuning them out,
Hey, yo,
'cause-
Allen there, but my nigga, I feel just like you. I be tuning nigga out too, right? But it seemed like every time I tune this nigga out, this nigga does he gets another platform that just forces a nigga to hear this shit. Cause no bullshit. Today, my man told me, he was like, dog, you heard this nigga Kanye about to be at Joel Osteen's
Osteen.
fucking joint, talking to all his millions of followers and shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this nigga don't need to talk to no more people.
But he's a
Dog.
puppet. That's the nigga you want to talk.
See-
Everybody else that needs to talk, they kill him.
That
And
shit
it be,
for
it
album
be
sales,
fucked up
though. That's
because
how-
he
that's
got
what I
his
equate it
moments
to.
where he
Yeah.
come
Album
back
sales.
and it's like boom, he come back, he might speak some shit that makes some real sense, and it's like I was calling him a genius for the Trump thing because I'm like, man, you don't know what this nigga got under his
sorry to
sleeve.
hear that, bro. I'm
you
sorry
know,
to hear
like, but it would make sense if he did. You know what I'm saying? Like once he started pushing this whole religion thing, that now religion is something that I'm not fully against, but I'm not for it either.
Okay,
like that.
me
You
too.
know
I'm
what I'm
with
saying?
you. Uh-huh.
It's just like. Now you trying to press this shit so heavy it look like you pushing their agenda for sure now. You know what I'm saying? The MAGA hat was one thing, my nigga, but now you gonna do this too on top of it.
Y'all ain't go to his church meeting at
Yeah,
Howard?
Howard.
Yeah, y'all ain't go?
Nah,
Y'all ain't-
but,
you
but
wasn't
like
in that
that's
joint
a
party?
time where
That shit.
some of the shit he was speaking on that joint, like he was hitting some good points.
You talking about the point where he's talking about the slave nets? If that ain't throwing slave nets, don't let's not all stand in the same spot. You talking about that point?
That
I'm
nigga's
trying.
a
Like he
coon.
had a couple
Yeah,
little
facts.
points, man. He
I
had a
would-
couple little points.
I
and
would
it's-
like to see him consistent, like be consistent with it, and then I maybe entertain it. Because I mean, people could say Trump is a genius for what he's doing because we don't know what's up his sleeve. You know what I'm saying? But with all the other
He
crazy
for us,
shit and
though.
stuff like that,
Facts.
like that's the thing. It'd be so hard to tell, yo. It'd be so hard to tell.
Kanye
Dude, I
about
pay attention
himself.
to his album when it comes out and he started doing this big wild ass shit. That's what I equated to. He just trying to get album sales.
Yeah, I ain't even listen to
how-
that.
Nah, he
joint.
about to run for president, bro.
Man.
Nah, he setting himself up to run for president.
But you know what's crazy about that? I believe he can actually win that
No
shit.
bullshit. Anybody
I'm
can
moving
win
to
that.
Canada.
Yeah.
nigga.
Honestly, yeah.
How much is the
I
flight to
know.
China?
That shit made it an open.
Trump ain't having no political
How much is the
background.
flights to
Come on,
China, man? If Kanye win, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
So you gonna be on the next trip, huh?
If Kanye turn into the president, I'm getting the fuck.
I want to ask.
Hey.
I want to ask y'all one joint though. Would y'all? So we got all entertainers here. Would y'all do that rhythm and flow type show? Would y'all enter a rhythm and flow type show like an American Idol type to compete for some sort of prize with your talent? Would y'all do that?
Depending on what the paperwork looks like, because I've been
Exactly.
presented with certain paperwork before, and like some of them shows, like the paperwork be mad extensive. It'd be like we pretty much saying we own all this, anything in the universe, this and that, just because they feel when you launch off a platform, it depends on where you are. Because if you're just getting started and stuff like that, fuck yeah, I'm gonna be around that junk, you know what I'm saying, rapping backwards. But like, you know, depending on where you are, what you already got established. Say like for me, for instance, like with Indigo and everything like that, we're building it up in the background. If I blow off that show, they get a piece of that too. You know what I'm saying? Like the paperwork for certain, it depends on the paperwork, in my opinion.
Okay, that's a good
What
answer.
about that?
See, a light bulb just hit, right? Going back to the freestyle thing. So, y'all seen Rhythm and Flow, right?
Yeah, I did.
So the girl that Cardi B said looked like she read books all day. That's my homegirl, Felicia George. She from I think she from Jersey, but she live out Philly now.
Philly, yeah.
Okay,
You know what I'm
so-
saying?
okay.
Like that's the homegirl. So, watching that show. When it came down to that battle point, she tried to freestyle. She freestyled everything on there.
Yeah.
Like everything she did on there, off the top of the dome. Not written one thing. And then when she got to that battle point, since that's not something that she do, like battling not for her, that's not her, you know what I'm saying, her zone. She choked, or she, you know what I'm saying, kinda choked. She tried to keep it going, but it's just like it wasn't strong enough.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? You slipping up and shit.
Yeah.
That was, I just wanted to bring that up. Like she could have probably fucked around and went way further.
But
into
if she
that
worked
show.
on that, part, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It would have
does-
worked.
What does battling have to do with how talented of an artist she is? That's
Oh
what
no,
I'm
cause
saying.
she's dope as shit. If you
That's what
listen
I'm
to her
saying.
music, she dope as
So you
fuck.
wouldn't do that? You wouldn't do a show like
I
that?
just wouldn't do the show just because where I'm at as far as my age. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't even really respect Cardi B like that. So I wouldn't go in front of her and have her judging me. You feel me? Like, and it's like, well, what you think about AP Fresh? Ow! It's like- you know what I mean? I
You
can't
better
even
tap dance to Cardi B,
Nah,
nigga.
I ain't
Yeah.
doing no tap dancing. I fuck with T.I., but it's like I'm looking him eye to eye. We the same age. You know what I'm saying? A couple years older than me. So I'm not going on no show that has some nigga like, yeah, you know, telling me some bullshit.
Nah,
and
cause
not really
somebody
trying to
wrote
help
me and asked me, Adam, what you think? Adam? Would you be on one of them joints?
Like what Lady was saying, going back to what she was saying, like
If the
contractually, if that shit was
If the
correct,
paperwork right, yeah.
and I would go up there and eat.
Yeah,
I was about to say, 'cause
I would go
seen,
and eat.
even from like the Jermaine Dupri show and everything like that, I seen people come from that joint and they're very well established now. Like that shit could
Shout out to
definitely.
DJ Trinata.
Yeah, now
That man-
that's
Yeah,
they
that's-
kids.
That
Shout out
man
to
D
DJ
Smoke
Trinata.
came up
He
like a
is fuck with the
motherfucker.
For real?
Yeah, he
D
did.
Smoke
Yeah,
came
all
up.
the last
he
four,
did.
the final four, all of them.
Yeah.
eating.
But see,
Y'all like,
that's
Yeah,
why
talented
that's the only
fuck.
reason why I would entertain that, because if you go in that joint, I think if you go in that joint and you like, I'm gonna beat everybody, I think that you play into the exploitation of what they were trying to do anyway. But if you use their platform for notoriety purposes only, I think you can't lose regardless.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the only reason why I would entertain it. Because somebody asked me when they watched, they was like, "Why wouldn't you sign up? You should sign up." First, I was like, "Nigga, I ain't gonna let them niggas have me running for no cheesecake and shit." Like,
Yeah,
fuck all
I
that.
still think about shit like that.
Yeah,
Nigga have me-
yeah.
Go get
Like
some
we don't
goat
remember
milk,
them
nigga.
niggas from nothing but fighting.
Right, and running for
Dial on,
cheesecake.
dial on, dial on. Go and get cheesecake, my nigga.
Go give me some goat milk, nigga.
Straight up. Nigga was like, you know what? I'm hungry. Like what? Like what this guy do? You know, I'm not doing no shit like that.
hell
bro.
nah, you got me fucked up.
Yeah. Now Jermaine Dupri show was dope. I used to watch that shit, but you know them kids.
For the
and
kids,
shit.
yeah, okay. Yeah,
But
yeah.
the way his shit was structured, it was all about the development of the kid.
Some
It
of
wasn't
them-
about exploiting them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm
well, he
saying?
was trying to exploit them after the show, but that was
I don't
contractually.
know. Yeah.
That's what
I
that's
mean-
like what them girls said. That's why none of them signed with this
Oh,
with
he's
them.
trying to do his Bow Wow
Yeah.
shit, huh?
Yeah, but at least they had the choice.
It's Chris
though.
Frost shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like
what
you
I
said,
like about
Dietrich
that. At least
Nada.
they had the choice.
Yeah,
Okay,
they had the
yeah,
choice. You
yeah,
still
facts.
know about a lot of them.
Yeah, that's true. That's
I can
true.
name down there 4 of them.
Yeah, me too.
motherfucker.
I follow them. They 3 of them motherfuckers.
Yeah.
That's one thing them shows good for though. They good for exposure.
Yeah.
For real, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Facts.
especially if
My
you ain't got the
homegirl, bro.
following, you know what I'm saying? Like being able to put yourself on that platform, and then you got people. Netflix, everybody got fucking Netflix, so you can maybe check that shit out.
Right, right.
Right.
Hey.
So look, we running out of time, but we gonna start with you, then and with Layla. But y'all let everybody know your IG handle.
Oh, yeah,
what projects you got out or got coming out or whatever. Let them know.
Well, my IG handle is Allenneal Music, ALLENNEAL Music. And right now, like I'm actually promoting a single. Me and my man
Playing with-
Chino got right
playing
now.
with
Playing
fire.
with fire. So if you check out the title, you'll get what we try and go with.
Shout out to
Playing with
Trapezo
Fire.
too. You know,
Yeah, Trapezo on
Third
the
man.
track. Hey, that track right there is something serious. Y'all definitely need to check that out.
Straight fire.
Spotify, Apple Music is everywhere streaming is possible.
All right, Tay Chino, you want to say something?
Yeah, so again, you know what I'm saying? I go by Tay Chino. That's Taecino. You can just put the @ symbol in front of that. I'm on everything at the same, you know what I'm saying? Facebook even. You type in Tay Chino, that's what's popping up. So that's my handle on that. Go get Selfish, the EP out right now. Every streaming platform that you can possibly think of, Tidal, Apple, Spotify, et cetera, et cetera. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we pushing right now.
All right, Layla.
And for those of you who don't know, my name is Layla Capri, LaylaKhepri. I did just release a new music video called Pray For Me. It's also streaming everywhere right now on every platform. Just type in Pray For Me. Type out that name. Outside of that, I got a lot of new stuff coming up. I got new song merchy that's getting ready to drop within this month and next month. I got Life is a Doozy and then Unicorn Season, which is something I've been talking about for a while now. It was a long time coming, but I'm finally wrapping that bad boy up so it could release early first quarter. So make sure y'all stay tuned because it's a whole movement. And make sure y'all also stay tuned because the Indigo Republic was the media production company behind a film called Bundles, which was a full-blown budgeted feature film that's supposed to be getting a lot of buzz pretty soon. So that should be out by next year as well.
All right, that's what's up. So before y'all go though, I would like my brother right here was clowning me earlier. You know what I'm saying? Because and that's in those two.
I got one thing to say before.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I want you to get your shit off. Hold on. I want you to get your shit off.
Go ahead, bro.
Listen, the Live Fresh toy drive is underway. Last year we donated about $3,000 worth of toys to women and kids who were in need last year. So we started. I got the fly up. I'm going to have more information coming soon. We donating to the St. Anne's Center for Children and Women. The more I get, the more I can do. So if I get more over my goal, I'll do more than that. But right now, that's what we're doing. So hit me up at www.livefresh.com or at livefresh on Instagram. Like I said, more info coming soon. Get your shit off.
This nigga even got me giving. So
get your shit off.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna let my nigga get his shit off.
All right, so like I was saying before, I was so greatly interrupted, right? So like I said, I've been like I think we all do this as people. We got people that we just fans of. We don't even know people like that. We just fans of them because something we identify with them, right? And like I said, I think the first time I seen you was I was dropping my sister off from school to school. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and I was hitting the J and I was dropping off from school. And I remember when I saw you, I was like, oh, okay, but you was kind of like just by yourself and shit. So I just remember that's the first time I saw you, right? Then I started seeing you on on Facebook doing music and shit like that. And I just saw how serious you was with it. And I just always was a fan of that. They knowing that you was from the area, you know what I'm saying? So I just always kind of like had an eye on the things that you was doing. So I'm a fan, and you know they got this thing now where niggas be saying shit like, "Yo, we gonna give people their flowers and this and that." So what I did was I want to give you your flowers physically.
Oh,
You
made me feel like a lady.
Yeah. We want to give you flowers on behalf of the Fresh and Mob show. You want to give
yourself a round of applause.
Yeah. Oh, hold on.
Thank you so
Let me
much.
do that.
This is nasty.
Yeah. Cause I wasn't trying to lowball you, call you the queen of PG County. I'm just letting you know you the queen of that. These niggas can't say, nobody can't tell you shit around here. You know what I'm saying? You the queen around here. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that.
So,
I really do.
Yeah, we just wanted to salute you like that on the way out the door.
Thank you.
So like I
my
say,
God.
on that note, we appreciate you, Alan Neal, Tay Chino,
you, man.
yeah, Miss Layla Capri.
Both of y'all, man.
No doubt.
100,
Appreciate
man.
y'all
This
for
was a
having
dope
us.
show,
Hell
man.
yeah.
Dope show.
No doubt. AP Fresh.
Yeah.
NASA in the back holding us down as usual. Hey, look, we'll see y'all next week. Easy.